All right, what's going on? I'm back. Hopefully this time it shows me who's coming in and who's not. I don't know. I like to be able to greet people. Rescue join. Allow your viewers to request to join you as a guest. We're good. Whatever. Alrighty. So, it's for some reason is not letting me see who is joining me. Hopefully it will. Whatever. Okay, there we go. What's up, William? Let's get into it. We're going to talk about limiting beliefs right now. I'm going to get kind of aggressive with you on this one because I need to hurt some people's feelings right now so that they take some major changes in their life. All right. So, what's up, Kyler? What's up? A limitation is like it's like a cap. It's like a ceiling, just a limit essentially that you put on something that is as far as it can go or grow. All right. A belief is something that you have accepted to be a fact or truthful thing. And a limiting belief, when we combine those two words, is you have accepted something as a limitation for you. Now, I want to point something out here real quick. It's well beyond just a limitation and almost to the point where you could call it like a governor switch, right? A car, most cars, what's up, Chris? Most cars nowadays have a governor inside of it. And the governor prevents the car from going past a certain speed. Now, your limiting beliefs are essentially that. They're preventing you from hitting certain levels of success, certain levels of fulfillment, certain levels of just anything in your life. And it doesn't matter what it is, but when you accept something, oftentimes we do this as a child. Oftentimes there's things that happen to us very early on in our lives that cause us to think a particular way, like we don't deserve to be happy. We heard our parents say something like, I see a lot of people, for example, that don't understand how money works and how that they can actually use money to their advantage instead of being a slave to it. But that is because they have accepted that they just have to work and trade their time for dollars. Now, that is one way to make money. Don't get me wrong. But the term make money should imply something a little bit differently. And this is something I discovered. I had to really learn and talk and look to other people to break down the barriers I'd set in front of myself. But this is right here, these limiting beliefs are exactly why you or people keep fucking themselves over and over and over and over again. They don't believe that it's possible to be happy. They don't believe it's possible to be successful. They don't believe it's possible for themselves to be financially sound. The list could go on. But what you'll notice is, if you ever notice how often people sabotage themselves, that's because of limiting beliefs. It's because they don't think it's possible. And since they don't believe, that's a really powerful word there, believe it's possible, they sabotage the fuck out of themselves so that their subconscious can say, hey, see, I told you, dog. That's how that works. It's really how it works. You'll notice that people that are winning stay steady fucking winning. And people that are losing all the time stay steady fucking losing because they set themselves up. How many of us have a friend or ourselves struggle with consistently fucking opportunities off? How many of us struggle with procrastinating on powerful opportunities? How many of us struggle with not taking advantage of the situations we find ourselves in or allowing ourselves to be taken advantage of? And we keep saying to ourselves over and over again, why the fuck do I do this? I hate it when I do this. It's because of limiting beliefs. You have chosen to look at yourself as less valuable to society. You've chosen to look at yourself as less valuable to yourself. You've chosen to look at your labor as less valuable. You've chosen to look so on and so forth. And I can speak with some level of confidence on this because I used to value myself so low that I would do just about anything as long as I thought that it might just maybe help me scrape by. But that was all I'd ever do. All right. I would allow myself to be taken advantage of in a business sense in the most atrocious fashions. I'd allow myself to be put into compromising situations that would cause massive fucking problems for my life, even though I didn't really want to be involved in that shit. I didn't really want to be able to be involved in that shit, but I ended up being involved in it because I believed I wasn't worth better. Now, here's the hard part. It's not your fault that things happen to you as a child. It's not your fault that society has fucking instilled corrupt morals and values into you. It's not your fault. Realistically speaking, like, it's not our fault that we are left with the fucking shitty tools to cope with reality that we have. But it is our fault that we haven't changed them. It's not your fault that somebody fucked your childhood up. It's not. But it is your responsibility to fix you. There's actually no higher calling. There's no higher responsibility in life but to fix you. To quit fucking yourself over and then vicariously fucking everybody else over. We can only move as a family, as a culture, as a city, as everything that we have going for us as a human race, as fast as the slowest links are moving. It's like a wagon train. We have to keep track of everybody that's hanging back. And when those people are actively sticking a fucking stick in their spokes and saying, why is this happening? And everybody else is like, dog, stop doing that. And everybody says, well, I can't understand why they're like this. Well, it's because they have accepted something that is a limiting belief. They have put a concept in their brain and accepted it. They have ratified it, written it in fucking stone, that that's as good as it's ever going to get. And so they won't allow it to get better. But here's the deal that you really need to understand. Beliefs are something, it's a paradigm. It's something that's held inviolate. Inviolate, unlike non-violent, like you cannot violate a belief. Your subconscious won't let you. And that means that you have to break your subconscious in such a way that it stops doing that. And how do we do that? We act in the face of fear. We act in the face of difficulty. We stop pretending like things that happen around us are outside of our control, and we start taking radical ownership for everything around us. And I'm here to fucking tell you, you will never have real confidence in your life until you start doing hard shit. You will never be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, damn, son, you can't crush me, until you don't allow yourself to be fucking crushed. Your subconscious is watching you at all times. And it's actually, here's the weird part. We think the conscious mind is making the choices. That's not how that works. It's not how it works at all. Your conscious mind is acting out what the subconscious mind is telling it. It's the one fucking driving. Your conscious mind is just rationalizing the dumb shit you do because of your subconscious. So that means that you need to reprogram yourself. That means you need to suggest that it's possible to be better. As it turns out, all it takes to break down a limiting belief is the thought or idea that it can change, and then taking action on that thought. Because knowledge isn't power. Knowledge is not fucking power. I don't care what anybody says. It's only potential power. It's only potential influence. Applied knowledge is power. But again, who am I to speak on this other than somebody who's been through it? Been through the worst kinds of fucking self-sabotage, the worst kinds of anything you can imagine. Being able to look at my kids in the face and know that they actually really have a dad right now is one of the most powerful and important fucking things in my life. It's period, the most important thing. It guides all of my day-to-day decisions. And I do that because I realized that once I discovered that why, this is my why, this is how I do things, this is why I do things, this is why I do things, that it's easy to break down those barriers. The financial ceilings I put on myself, done. Don't give a fuck. My children's future is way more important than me feeling like a little bit fucking uncomfortable about asking for an amount of money that might make somebody else feel uncomfortable. Not my problem. I want my kids to fucking be able to have awesome opportunities, and I can't do that if I sell them short because I can't even bring up the confidence to say, no, this is the price. All right? I want to be able to look at them in the eyes later on and know that they watched me instill values in them that changed intrinsically the potential life that they could have had or not had. I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and understand that I broke down all the barriers so that I could grow. Because here's the weird thing, guys. Nature doesn't fucking ask for permission to grow. It doesn't ask for permission to fucking flourish. It just simply fucking does. And that's what you should be doing. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are made in the image of the very universe, the very creator. Everything about us is fucking wondrous. And here we are asking ourselves, am I worth me having a slightly more comfortable life? Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't think it comes down to being more comfortable. I think that you should be living a life that when you get done, you fucking want to write a book about it because it was such a fucking incredible journey. I want you to fucking be so thoroughly in love with the process of just living that it doesn't feel weird to challenge these beliefs anymore. To get so comfortable with being uncomfortable by challenging those beliefs. I mean, ask yourself, if you're here right now, just get out of your comfort zone. Just get out of it and type something. What is something right now that you for some reason cannot fucking change no matter how hard you try? And here's the weird part. I want you to get out of it. Just type it in there. And then realize that it's as easy to change as it took for you to type it there. It's as easy for you to change as it took for you to type it. And I know that because what that means is that you already know what your fucking problem is. You already know why you can't do something. You just don't want to address the fact that you don't believe in you. And that's fucking hard, man. It's hard to say, I don't fucking love myself enough to believe in me. Well, if nobody else has told you today that they believe in you and that they love you, I believe in you and I love you. And I'm going to be aggressive with this shit. I need you to quit being a fucking pussy and stand up and fucking take what life is offering to you. Stop asking for permission to fucking be alive. Stop asking for permission to just fucking have passion. You know what you fucking want. You know it so much. It is painful for you because you know so thoroughly what you want, but you're not chasing it. It's painful. I know because I know exactly what that feels like. I know what it feels like to not be my best fucking self at all times, and I know it is, as I get more and more developed as a person, more and more obviously painful to me when I'm not like that. When I'm not being the best version of me. But the difference now is that when I recognize a limiting belief in my life, I kick it in the fucking nuts. When something says, hey dog, I don't think you should do that. Or, let me rephrase that. Hey bro, you can't do that. Immediately, fucking kick it in the nuts and then stab it to death in the fucking corner. Just fuck you. No. I'll do it if I want to. I'll do it if I fucking want to. You give yourself the best advice. That is so fucking real, Earl. It really is. If you ever notice when you need to talk to somebody, you actually talk yourself into your own fucking solution, you knew the whole time. All of us do that. Just recently started chasing, and things are all starting to fall into place. Things I never thought would be possible. So you're not wrong. That is so fucking real. Like, look, God's plan for you is so far beyond your comprehension, it's not even fucking funny. What you should be doing is aiming at things so fucking high in the sky. They're like goals that are so fucking pie in the sky, fucking massive as fuck, that people around you are like, you're fucking crazy. That's impossible. And that's never going to happen. I just want you to be rational and practical. And you can fucking look at them in the face and say, with all due respect, dog, I love you, but based off of your results, fuck you. All the people that told me to play it safe are fucking playing it safe and living shit fucking lives because they don't like it. It turns out taking risks is something that you need to fucking do. If you don't take risks, how are you ever going to be fulfilled? You're just going to sit around and fucking be bored the whole time in your life? You're never going to do something challenging? How are you going to be proud of yourself when you don't ever do anything challenging? Literally, like, if this is you, I'm not attacking you personally, but you should feel some type of way about it so you change it. But if all you do is wake up, go to work, and come home and watch TV until you pass out, and at no point in time in that process do you get out of your comfort zone and do something that's hard as fuck for you to do, that's why you don't like yourself. I don't like people that don't do anything. I'm not saying I hate them, but it just, like, what are you doing? You're wasting your fucking life. You're so ungrateful for the fact that you have lungs and a heart that beats in your chest and all this stuff for you to just massively achieve things in life, and you're so addicted to disbelieving yourself that you can't see the forest for the trees. That life is beautiful. All these people saying, oh, nowadays it's so weird, it's so fucked up, oh, everything's so fucked up. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's better than it's ever been. It's weird, but it's better than it's ever been. Opportunities are more like thick out there. Better than it's ever been. All right? Some people are addicted to a certain kind of pain. They like that little cycle of complaining. Well, the thing is what they're addicted to is a lack of responsibility, my friend. Here's the cheat code. Responsibility is dope. It don't like feel good, but in the moment it don't feel good. Let me rephrase that. But later on, you feel good about it. When people aren't responsible, do you respect them? When people can't keep their shit together and they're constantly making everybody else pick up after them, essentially, or making everybody else drag behind because they can't keep their shit together, do you fucking respect that? Well, why would you respect you doing that? Do you love people that lie to you? Do you love people that are rude? Do you love people that are unnecessarily evil towards other human beings? Fuck no. So why would you love yourself? It turns out being a good person, being polite, going out of your way to help people, and having boundaries are exactly how you fucking succeed. It's super simple. You just need to do the shit that you respect. All right? Here's how you smash every limiting belief that you've ever had. I want you to think about this deeply and powerfully. Like, I really want you to think about it. If you get the opportunity, write a fucking list. What do you admire? What do you love? And what do you respect in other human beings? Let's add a third thing to it. What inspires you? That's a fourth. I can't count. I draw pictures. Whatever. What inspires you? What do you admire? What inspires you? What do you respect? And what do you love? All right? Now just go do those fucking things. Simple. Go do those fucking things. And when you think to yourself, well, I don't know if I can say, shut the fuck up, you do it right now. That's what you do. No more excuses. I don't want to hear anybody that watches these anymore say, I can't. Because I know you can. And I'm not letting you give me fucking excuses anymore. No more. Finally got out of that instant gratification, hedonistic lifestyle. Got to balance and push towards a future gratification. Good quote I heard is, don't judge the day by the harvest that you reap, but the seeds that you planted that day. The quote really helps me get my life and business off the ground. That's fucking amazing, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, what it comes down to for me, man, is that, like, I know a lot of people say that I should be organized. I know a lot of people say that this is how you get success. This is how you get blah, 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 blah. But here's the simple formula for me. It's what I gave you guys, but the really, truly simple formula is I just focus on chasing my passions more fucking passionately than you could possibly imagine. I know what I love doing, and I believe that passion is when you discover the truth inside you and what you truly love, and you chase that unapologetically. And you authentically chase the things that make you fucking happy and inspire the fuck out of you. And you literally can't lose if you do that. It's impossible. You cannot fucking lose. The reason why people are failing left and right is because they aren't really as passionate as they say they are. They have a weak ass why. Weak why. Why do you do it? If you can ask that question and answer that one, if you can really answer that one with a why that makes you want to kick through a fucking wall like the Kool-Aid man and say, I'm fucking here, you'll never fail. I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early.